Hello and welcome into the Retirement Playbook, brought to you by Alspaugh Wealth Management. We are the retirement people, and we're here with you once a month now. We're doing a show here, and my co-host Tony Shore, as always, is with us. Hello, Tony.
Hello, Brock Alspaugh.
Yeah.
Great to be here with you today, Brock. I miss doing the show every week, but you've got the business playbook for business owners. You've got staff. You've got other advisors there. You've got a great team. I'm glad we're still doing the show, though, and it's good to see you. How have things been?
Crazy.
You're busy, aren't you?
Yeah, we're busy, and which is great. It's better than the alternative of just sitting around hoping people walk in, you know.
Right.
But anyway, taking care of our clients is our main priority. Doing that, and we've. I mentioned this before. Kyle Hilla is now with us. He's an advisor. He is fully licensed and ready to take on some great clients in the Southeast Missouri area.
Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing Kyle here in about an hour or so.
That's right.
Give him a hard time.
As you should.
Yeah.
We got to rough these rookies up every once in a while, you know.
Yeah, I'll keep him honest. He's going to be doing some filming some videos for the company for Alspaugh Wealth Management, and so people can get to know Kyle. He sounds like he's really sharp.
Yeah,
he's got all the certifications, and he made it through quickly.
He did.
Really impressive guy.
Yeah, we're really excited about him, and as we are everybody, all the team members here at Alspaugh Wealth Management. And by the way, folks, if you need help in your life, what I would recommend you do is just go to our website. It's alspaugwealthmanagement.com, and you can check out all this great information. We have a section for business owners. We've got a section for retirees or people that just want to hope that, you know, in the next 5 to 10 years are going to retire, and you need a plan and put it all together. Make sure that you can retire on your terms and live your lifestyle. We've got shows on there from past shows. We've got lots of great information on our website. You can actually request appointments with us too through our website. Right at the top, click here, fill in your information. We'll be in contact to see if there's anything we can do to help you and have a little conversation. Doesn't cost anything, no obligation. Okay, just give us a call. We want to help people that want to get helped, right? And so go to our website, or if you just feel compelled to say, you know what, I am ready. I am ready to get a plan. I'm just going to call these guys. It's 573-332-7855. So there you go, folks. If you want to get started, do that. Otherwise, we're going to start with the show today. I'm really excited about this, Tony. This is a great topic. It's habits for a happy retirement. You know, we could get into the weeds all the time as far as like all the different rules and all the things you should be doing, and, you know, taxes and, you know, all that.
Roth conversions.
That's
taxes,
all great.
Healthcare.
But what's truly going to make you happy in retirement? So we're going to get some habits here that will help you understand what to do, because it's not all about those technical things, right? Obviously, we're here to take care of that. This is all about what you can do. So I think it's a different angle, Tony, and I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great because obviously there are certain habits that you can develop and things you can do to have a more happy retirement. And a lot of people, I think, assume that once a financial plan is solid, the rest just takes care of itself. But research does show that there's real work to do here on the non-financial side as well as the financial side. And the earlier you start thinking about this, the better. So no matter where you're at right now listening, I don't care if you're 23 or 21, or if you're 73 or 75, you need to think about this, right?
Or in between.
Or somewhere in between. Yeah, you don't have to be on either end. You could be in between.
You don't have to be exactly those 4 ages.
Yeah, most of our listeners are probably in between.
I think the first habit is I mean, without a doubt, Tony, isn't it pizza?
Well, it's always about pizza. And,
I swallowed a lot of aggression. Oh, and a lot of pizza, too.
Old John Candy never gets old.
That's my John Candy impression. It's not the best, but I just love that line from Stripes. Yeah.
So anyway, Tony, here we go. So some of these habits are definitely going to feel like more intuitive. Like, oh yeah, duh, really? I've already thought of that. But what are you doing? Like, what is your actual plan to address some of these habits? Like, are you going to do them every day, every other day? What time are you going to do them? So I think a lot of this, Tony, we're going to give you some great habits, but it's all about how you implement them. It's all about the execution. And a lot of people know what to do when it comes to, maybe it's playing sports, maybe it's playing golf. It's like, how to swing a golf club, but how are you actually going to do it? Are you going to go practice? How often are you going to practice?
Right.
All of these things, getting a plan, not, again, we're handling the plan when it comes to the advice of your financial matters, but these are things that you really need to lay out. So some of these might catch you off guard, but even some that are more obvious to some people, put off until, oh yeah, I'll take care of that later. No, take care of it now. Get a plan as to what you're going to do. The first one here, Tony, habit number one, staying healthy. Okay. That is number uno. Okay. You've got to make sure you're staying healthy because, okay, great. I've saved all this money. I've got plenty of income, all these kinds of things, but I'm in terrible health and my life expectancy is 5 years. I mean, so you want to make sure you're staying healthy. And I know that sounds very basic, but the research here is actually very striking, Tony. A Mass Mutual study on retirement happiness found that nearly half of the happiest retirees said they made their health a priority when planning for retirement, and not just in retirement, but in advance, making sure you have that plan. We've kind of talked about that. That makes a lot of sense. I mean,
it does. Yeah. It does. I mean, what good is financial security if you don't have the physical capacity to enjoy it, right?
Absolutely. So the more physically active you are, even starting later in life, like maybe you've used the excuse of, well, I'm working and I don't have the energy or time to work out while I'm working. Okay, great. Now you're retired. Let's start a plan as to, okay, I'm going to go to the gym or I'm going to walk or whatever you like to do. And that's what I would say is if you don't like going to the gym, that's fine. Don't go to the gym. There's tons of other ways to be healthy and not go to the gym. A lot of people say that. I love going to the gym, so I'm good with that. But I get it. I mean, if you want to be outside, fine. Go for a walk. Go for a jog. Go for a bike ride. Do push-ups in your home. Do sit-ups in your home. Strength training is a big one, by the way. Everybody thinks, I just need to do cardio to lose weight. No, that's not true. Let's do some strength training, and it's great for not only your body, but for your mind. It's great exercise for the entire body. So, but the CDC recommends around 150 to 300 minutes of moderate activity per week. That's not a marathon. That's a walk around the neighborhood most days. Okay, kind of what I just alluded to, which is, listen, do what you like to do because you're more likely to do it if you actually like what you're doing versus forcing yourself to do something that, you don't love to do, but you're doing it because you need to. There's plenty of things you can find. Walking 7,500 steps a day, for example, is associated with lower blood pressure, reduced dementia risk, better sleep, and improved mood. And the options for getting there are broader than most people think. The Senior Games Association runs national and state level competitions for people 50 and older. Okay, so if you are one of those people that you just really like to compete and you're a real competitive person, there's things you can do to get into competitions. And that is I used to do that. So I used to do, the Tough Mudder runs and all the different, things that you could do to compete because it kept me motivated to train. And so if I'm training, then I'm going to be, healthy and I'm going to be fit. So there's things you can do that. I know a big thing that people are doing is pickleball, right? So as you get into retirement and older ages, you're playing pickleball. That's a great exercise, by the way. I recently this year have picked up pickleball, Tony.
I love it. My wife and I love pickleball, and it's a good workout too.
It's a great workout.
Yeah.
Even playing doubles, right? So you got two people on the one side of the court. I played last night and I burned several hundred calories playing for an hour and a half. I mean, it's a great, to your point, it's a great exercise.
Same. My wife and I just did it the other day, and we burned a ton of calories. Of course, I ate an entire large pizza by myself before I did it. So about halfway through, I started having heart palpitations, but I figure I worked most of it off. I'm kidding. I didn't eat a whole pizza by myself. But
I know.
But yes, it is so good. I love pickleball.
It's so much fun too.
It is fun.
And you can be competitive or you can be just relaxed
and just have fun.
Yeah, just go out and have fun.
Yeah, you don't have to know. I mean, people are like, "Oh, I don't know how to play. I'm not great at swim." Just go out and play some pickleball. It's just fun. Yeah.
Yep, agree. But there's other things. Whatever you like to do, again, it always goes back to what you'd like to do because you're way more likely to do it if you're enjoying it and you like it. So golfing, swimming, hiking, dancing, it's the consistency that matters more than the intensity, Tony.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the deal. All right. You ready to go on to number 2, Tony?
I am. What's number 2 on the list? What's another habit we need to watch?
This is probably not something you would guess it is, but it is very important if you think about it. We're going to dive into it a little bit, but it's social connection. Okay. And this one carries some of the most compelling research of anything we'll talk about today. I mean, because I think the first one's obvious, right? Like being healthy is pretty right. Health is easy. But the Harvard longevity study, the longest running study of adult life ever conducted, concluded that strong relationships are the single biggest predictor of health and happiness in later life. More than career success, more than diet, more than exercise, it's social connections. Isn't that fascinating, Tony?
Wow. Yeah, I guess so. And it's a bold finding. It's what the kids today might call a hot take.
Absolutely. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So, and it cuts out both ways. So like loneliness is genuinely dangerous, Tony.
Well, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
The University of Michigan polling found that more than a third of older adults experienced feelings of loneliness at least once per week. And that social isolation has been linked to higher rates of heart disease, dementia, depression. It's just not good. Okay. And so the challenge is that retirement removes the built-in social connections and structure that you have when you're working. Right. And so the challenge is to find that structure with a friend group or friends group, like multiple friends. You have groups of friends. Like I have golf friends. I mean, we'll occasionally hang out outside of golf, but most of the time I just consider them golf friends because that's what we do. We golf together, workout friends. So what I would recommend is to build that same kind of structure that you had when you were working with your colleagues at work. And that will help you continue to build on these relationships and other relationships to make sure that you have this social connection. It's so important. Okay?
It's huge.
It is huge. We need to feel connected. And also, I think, Tony, it comes back to feeling not really wanted, but accomplished, right? So like I accomplished something today. That makes you feel good, right? Like even when you just mow the lawn, like, hey, I got that done today. It feels good that I've accomplished something. And so it's the same thing when it comes to social connections, making it feels good to be connected to other people. Now, listen, there are some people that like, okay, yeah, I get that and I want that, but I don't want to be around people all the time, right? It's like,
sure, you need some alone time too.
You need some alone time too. But I think the message here on this one, Tony, would definitely be to build your own structure. And that's the difference, right? So like the analogy I would make here is that, my oldest son is in college, okay? He's got 4 or 5 classes. And so he's got a ton of free time. If you remember back to college, it's not like high school where everything was so structured. You went to class, you go show up at school at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and you go till 3, and it's all structured and laid out for you. Well, when you go to college, it's not. You have to create your own structure.
Yeah.
And that's the key here. That's the analogy that I'm making with when you retire, it's on you. It's you who are responsible for doing these things, setting up a healthy lifestyle, setting up a social connection to different groups of people that you like to hang out with and do things together. So,
right.
Yeah, there's the point.
Right. And it's not going to happen automatically, especially in retirement. You got so used to a social network at your work. Most people are so tied. They spend most of their time at work. That's how their interaction with people. And once that stops, that's going to leave a big gap.
Absolutely.
And people think, well, I'll just hang out with my spouse. Your spouse might, if they're used to being at home without you, they might say, go find something to do. Why are you in my face right
Tony,
now?
I know we're kind of making light of this and it's funny and it really is, but I mean, it's kind of real. Like
Oh, it is real.
I
Yeah.
experience that with clients on a daily basis when I meet
Sure.
with them, especially like on an annual review type of situation where we're just sitting down and talking about all their different accounts and their strategy and all that. It comes up a lot. It's like, okay, what are we doing? Like, you have to have your hobbies. She or he has to have his or her hobbies, and then we can do things together as well. But I think it's healthy. I love my wife to death and I love being around her, but
Sure.
at the same time, I've got things I like to do, right? And hang out with the guys and do all the other things. And then of course we have work and other things to take our time as well. But my point is that it is healthy to do that. All right, next habit. Habit number 4 is never stop learning. Okay.
Yeah.
Ongoing education and mental stimulation are believed to help maintain cognitive function and may reduce the risk of dementia. So I'm a big one on this. I love to read about things that are going on around the world. I also love to learn new things, all of the time. I really kind of love this is gonna. So we're opening up here. I really love watching videos on like cooking. Isn't that crazy, Tony? Like I don't always implement these things like the videos that I'm on,
Brock,
like
nothing
recipes.
surprises me anymore with you. No, cooking. I mean, I'm into. It is fun. Like I never thought I'd be that guy, but once in a while,
know.
you're scrolling. I'm doom scrolling on Facebook or something, and these fun recipes come up. Like you
Right.
can take this and this and bake it and you can make these. Just looks delicious. And I'm like, I'm gonna try that. And I go to the
Yes.
store, buy the ingredients,
Yes.
go home. I'm watching the video. I'm making.
Yes,
Right?
I know. I think it's fun.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is fun. It is fun.
So learning how to do things that you don't normally do
Yeah.
is always a fun thing. I would encourage
Yeah.
everybody, step out of your comfort zone a little bit. Do some things that you're not used to doing and it gets you out. And you never know. You may like it and pick it up and do things on a regular basis from there. So but the other thing is that you can also take classes. There's lots of places around here. Obviously, CMO's here. They offer continuing education, colleges, reduced free tuition for seniors, by the way, for some courses. You've got the CTCC, which is our training. You could take, I know I took a motorcycle class out there, just how to learn how to ride a
Oh,
motorcycle.
wow. Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They got all kinds
Wow.
of classes out there. It's very interesting. It's fun and, helps you learn a new skill too. So there's lots of ways that if you want to learn, guys, you can. And so I would encourage you to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see here. Separate. Okay. All right. Here we go, Tony. You ready for the next one?
I am so ready. It hurts.
Okay. Habit number 6, gratitude. And this is closely related to optimism, but distinct in an interesting way. Studies by psychologists Robert Emmons and Michael McCullough found that people who made a practice of counting their blessings had a more positive outlook, reported fewer physical ailments, exercised more, and were more likely to help other people. Gratitude also tends to reduce materialism, right? So when we're talking, the focus of this world is what do you own and what do you have, and all these material things that aren't truly important. What's really important? Experiences, right? Memories, those kinds of things. And so people who practice it consistently report being more satisfied with who they are and what they have, which means they're less chasing the next purchase and those kinds of things. So just gratitude, I think, is a not something I would have thought about as far as a habit on here, but man, that's a great habit to have.
And how do you build that habit? How do you work on that?
Yeah. So, I mean, journaling is one of the more effective methods, right? And in just a few minutes a day, writing down a handful of things that you're grateful for. They can be big or small. It could be, a good conversation or even your morning coffee. You're thinking about these kinds of things. Write them down and write down the things that you're, oftentimes the only time of the year we do that is around what? Thanksgiving, right? We're thankful for this and we're thankful for that. And it's usually family and world peace, whatever it may be. But these are things that are so important. And if by just writing down a few things like, man, I am so grateful for this or that. It can be very, I've done it before, and it does. It brings you peace, right? And
Yeah.
it's a calming that you can experience. So that's always a cool one too, Tony,
Yeah.
to be able to do
Well,
that.
well, what about habit 7?
Yeah.
What's the next habit?
Yep. Let's go. Let's see. Number 7, Tony. I'm sorry. I got to keep up with you here. Pets.
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 Wow.
Yes. And the research here is more compelling than most people might think. A study found that older dog owners who walked their dogs at least once a day got 20% more physical activity than without dogs, and spent about 30 fewer minutes a day being sedentary, right?
Yeah.
Sedentary is
Sitting
not,
around.
sitting around, just watching TV, all those kinds of things,
Yeah.
fine. But
I agree. I mean, pets will run you ragged. I mean, children and pets, they'll keep you active. I also always say, Brock, it's hard to have nice things when you have children and pets, but we love them. And
Yes.
I think it's important once those kids have moved out, or
Yes.
if you're on your own, if you're single or on your own, or as a couple, you're retired, having a dog or a pet, it forces you to stay active, right?
It does.
Especially
it does.
get that puppy. I mean,
Yeah.
why sleep? Why have a clean home? Get a puppy. I mean, sleep is overrated. A clean house is overrated. Being able to go wherever you want, whenever you want, overrated. Get a puppy.
Oh man.
I'm only half kidding, but I am kidding. My wife and I, we love dogs. We got a dog from a rescue. He had him 6 years. Enzo, he's the greatest dog in the world. We thought he would be much smaller. He's a huge dog. He was a rescue and he just grew. But we have a dog and 4 cats. And that dog, we go for a walk every day. We have to go for at least one walk every day. So you're right. You're spot on.
Yeah, it's a good time. So what my wife and I, we usually take, we got Charlie. He's our dog. He's a little Cavapoo, and the greatest dog in the world. So sorry, Tony. He's actually the greatest dog in the world.
Oh,
anyway,
no, that'd be my, okay, go ahead.
So, but yes, we go take him for a walk down the street and back, and it's just like, I don't know. Yeah. And it's our time to kind of just talk about bigger picture things too. It's always
same. It's when my wife usually takes time to, now, Tony, we need to talk about, I know if we're going on a dog walk, I'm going to get, if she has concerns, this is when it's going to, the budget concerns. She knows she's got me, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I can't tune out. I'm not going to pull out my phone on the walk.
You're not going to go on any more walks with her. I get it. Yeah. But seriously, Tony, the companionship a pet provides can generally be meaningful, and for people living alone, it can make a real difference in day-to-day mood and motivation to do things. So I agree. I'm not a huge pet guy, but I mean, our dog is part of our family. We love him just like our boys.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are some really good habits, folks, that you can take and use in your own life, but they're only as valuable as if you use them and actually build a plan as to how you're going to develop those habits and do them each day. And what I mean by that is like literally laying out the time and days that you're going to do some of these habits. So anyway, that's it.
Fantastic.
There you go, Tony.
A good positive show today about healthy habits to stay happy in retirement. I think it's fantastic. And Brock, I know if people have questions about, what about that financial side that you usually talk about? What about creating retirement income? What if what is a Roth conversion right for me?
Right.
What about taxes? What about inflation? I heard it ticked up. I just heard last week inflation ticked up. So those people, they can get their question answered and sleep well at night by having a plan. How can they get a hold of you and the team there at Alspaugh Wealth Management to set up a no charge, no obligation consultation?
Right. They can go to our website. It's alspaughwealthmanagement.com. And you can actually request an appointment with us, or a conversation a consultation, excuse me. And so at the very minimum, we'll give you a call and talk to you about your situation, see if there's any advice we can just give you, or maybe it's a deal where we take it a next step and fill out our questionnaire and we can put a plan together for you. Whatever is best for you, we're going to recommend that. And you can give us a call as well at 573-332-7855.
All right. Great show today, Brock. Listeners and viewers, thanks for tuning in. That does it for today's episode of the Retirement Playbook with our amazing host, the man himself, Brock Alspaugh.